Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Thorman and welcome back to another episode of this Let's Play series. We have been doing a lot since I recorded the last episode, namely adding some moonlighting into our mountain base, expanding some more down into the earth, expanding our bamboo production, add way more storage for our bamboo so that we stop running out when we try to use this farm over and over again when we're digging out our mountain base, killing animals, and digging deep beneath the nether surface for some more netherite. We got 4 netherite ingots and 2 netherite scraps. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the ingots on yet, and I think I need to find another smithing template for a netherite upgrade in order to actually upgrade my stuff. But I'm not worried about that for now. For now, I have been working hard in my off time trying to figure out what I want to do with this mega base. I've cleared out this massive area, but now it is time to officially break ground on Megabase. So I've been working a little bit in creative, trying to build some stuff, see what I like, see what kind of style I'm going for, and by golly, I think I've found it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna do a little time-lapse voiceover action here in a second and show you what I've been able to come up with. What's going on, everybody? I was so amped to start finally being able to break ground on Megabase. It's kind of my fault. I didn't plan very well and I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Like I had some ideas in my head of how I wanted this to look, but it's such a big commitment to build something and hope it doesn't suck that I was nervous to start. But finally I created a little creative world and it was a replica. It used this world seed, and then I just went in and tried to build a structure that I thought looked good in this mountainside. And the goal that I'm going for, some of you may remember early on in the series I talked about trying to make this look like the Dwarven kingdom from Lord of the Rings, the Lonely Mountain, Erebor. I thought that that would be a really good way to go about it, so I used a picture of Erebor as my inspiration for this design. And then once I had that kind of big structure built, I was like, all right, we can add some details and make things look kind of nice, more Minecrafty, you know what I'm saying? So I added in the campfires to try to make things look nice. I added in the balconies and the terraces, which I love. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that I could build something that looks so nice. I'm really happy with how this turned out. My big goal with it, though, was to make sure that it looked like it was a part of the mountain. And so a big part of this build was trying to make things look kind of natural. With this top structure right here, I didn't want it to just look like the roof went all the way back into the mountain. I wanted to look like it was part of the mountain, so I had some dirt cover up over the top. I made sure that I covered in the sides with stone and dirt, try to make it look as natural as possible. And then I wanted to open up the inside of it to make sure that, I could see this structure from the inside. It's kind of like a castle, so I should see kind of like terraces from the inside of the base, kind of like what I think it would look like from the inside of the Lonely Mountain or in a castle. So I'm just finishing up, but as I'm about to explain in a second, it's just kind of a shell, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to make sure that this thing is an actual base and not just like a structure that I built. But after all that time, just like that, we are back and I have completed the first phase of the outside of our new mega base, huh? Look at that. Oh yeah, we've got a little castle setup going on. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I didn't have all the details fleshed out in the creative mode build, so I'm glad that I was able to put something together here. I really like the details. I needed some kind of colored accents because before there was all this black and gray everywhere and there wasn't really enough color accents. I like the blue of the flames. I like the red on the banners to kind of be the flags for the base. And I tried to fill everything in to make it look as natural as possible into the mountainside here. We have this kind of dirt overlaying into what looks like kind of the base is creeping into the mountainside so that it's not going straight back. I like this a lot. And something that I thought might be a cool little idea would be to have my own set of guards posted up outside. So I think I'm going to set those up real quick. All right, I'm a little bit nervous about some of these balconies because they're pretty small. I hope that this guy fits. It'd be really cool.
Huh?
What is going on? How is that not working? Let's see, maybe it needs to be on a full block. No, not quite. Okay, I'm going to try building this on a bigger platform real quick and see if I can't get something that'll work. All right, somewhere over here has to work for making an iron golem. There we go. We've got our first sentry up here. Oh, and he just wanders off. Hey, get out of the fire. Oh my goodness. Don't, no. Oh gosh, you are dumb. Well, hopefully this works. Oh my goodness. I did not realize it would be such an arduous task to have just a couple of bodyguards out here. There we go. Please stay. Why are you trying to escape? I just built you a beautiful home. Stay. You're trying to jump off too. Okay, I don't think this is gonna work for now. There's no way for you to get off, so I don't know why you think that you can. Where do you think you're going? I gave you a job to do. No, no. Ah. Okay, I widened the gap. How did you got back here? Or did you climb from the other place? How did you get back there? I thought you fell off. How did you get up there? What? What? Where did you? No way. How did this happen? Oh my goodness. Maybe he climbed off onto this ledge. Hope not. All right, we're gonna try one more time over here. Okay, please stay. Dumb. Okay, I'm gonna call this good for now. I think I'm gonna have to call that good for now because I don't know how I can, other than changing up the design of those platforms, I don't know how I'm gonna keep these guys stationary. So I'll think up a plan for that. But for now, we got some sentries up there to keep track of any mobs that spawn. Ah, it's good enough. But the other main issue with this right now is it's just a shell. We don't have any interior yet, and I need to fix that. I need to actually build an inside to the entrance to this base. And my plan is to eventually have this be the safe villager farm. I think what I would like to do is have an area where villagers are absolutely safe. Everything is lit up. There's no way that any zombies or anything can get to them. And that would be in this tower here. And then I would have a way for baby villagers that get bred in the village up in the tower to come down and hang out in the village down below, so that if they do end up dying because of a zombie attack, it's no big deal. And I will have that also be the supply for what will eventually be a nice trading hall. But in order to get there, I need to figure out how I want to actually design the inside of this tower. And I think first things first, I'm just going to add some floors in, separate things out in a way that kind of makes some sense, and then we'll go from there. Now, unfortunately, that means that I'm probably going to have to move all of my stored stuff down off into some other place. I don't love it, but I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to do that. Whoa. So I'm going to do that here, and then I'm going to start building out the entrance to the Megabase. Alright, well, I let that guy take care of the boring stuff, moving everything around so that we can get started building the inside of this base. I wanted to take a second to yap at you about the series and some stuff that's been on my mind. First and foremost, if you notice anything different in the sound quality from the rest of the video to now, hopefully it's better. I don't know if it's that noticeable, but I got a microphone arm and I updated some of my sound settings. I'm hoping that it makes a good impact on how things sound. I don't know if it's gonna be noticeable at all, but it feels a lot better on my end because I used to have a stack of books that I put my microphone on, and that was it was very precarious. It was not very good. Anyways, I wanted to talk to y'all about the channel. First of all, in that regard, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. Oh my goodness. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do that. I appreciate it very much. But we hit over 100 subscribers. That's incredible. Like the fact that over 100 people looked at my channel, watched the video, and decided to click the subscribe button blows my mind. And I wouldn't be where I am at all in this channel without all the help that y'all have been giving me in the comments section. So first of all, thank you so much to everybody who's been helping me out, trying to make these videos better. But I am once again reaching out to ask if you have any feedback that you think could make this channel and this series better in any way. I've been trying to improve my thumbnail game. I've been trying to improve my editing style, my audio quality, things like that. but really anything as far as what you think can make this channel and this YouTube series better. I'd appreciate any feedback that you have. And a couple episodes ago, someone left a comment that said that they would appreciate if I added more Let's Play series episodes throughout the week. And I love that idea. And it reminded me that y'all have been giving me such terrific ideas for how to make this series and this channel better. So I just want to check in with you guys really one-on-one here, try to get some more feedback on what I can do more of, what I should do less of, and anything else that you would like to see as a part of the series and as a part of the channel. I just want to thank you in advance for any tips and feedback that you leave me in the comment section. I appreciate it so much. And once again, thank you so much for getting me over 100 subscribers on this channel. That's incredible. I am so excited to see what we are able to accomplish next, everybody. Anywho, we are going to head back into the episode and start building the inside of this mountain base. Wow, that was a lot of clearing out and preparing to build the inside of this place. And honestly, all of these are still full, but I just do not have the heart to move them right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try on the left side here to start off with what I think will be the inside of this structure, and then we'll continue on the right side. I'll clear these out once I have a clear idea of what I want going on here. But I think for now, what I'm planning on doing is, right now there's kind of a natural level structure that has been built up. Like you see right here, there's the bottom floor, which is fine, and then there's this mid-level, another higher level. I don't know if I'm gonna have that just be a part of this mid-level, and then a top level up there. I think this mid-level is going to be like the main level for the villagers, and then the bottom level is going to be where the start of the kind of actual village is. I know I explained this before, but there's going to be two villages. There's one that's safe, kind of like a safe house for the villagers, and there's one that's going to be my village, the one that I really care about as far as aesthetics is concerned. So I'm going to just start by putting in a floor in here and go from there. I think I'm going to try to incorporate some arches, make things look kind of nice. We'll see. So what I still like is the birch and deep slate combo. So I think I may use that as the floor material in here. Maybe try to add a border to make it look a little bit more fancy, professional, nice in here. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's kind of like the same texture, but a different color. I think that's a good transition into the birch. This guy is really going at it. What is he going for? Is he trying to shoot the iron golem? I guess he is, huh? Well, I'm gonna let them duke it out and see who wins. But I think, so I've got a color palette down. Now I'm just trying to think of what do I actually want to do with this space. I'll eventually find a way to fill this with something that I need. But for now, I think I just really want to make it look kind of integrated into the mountain, which it already kind of is. But I think I'm going to put together what will be the villager rooms up top because that'll be easier. So I guess what can take up this space for now is a way to get up to the higher levels of the base, which will either be a staircase or some other way to get up there. Now, what I really like about this base is that I can fly directly in with my elytra. So I don't want to block off that path with some staircase in the middle. So I may make a double staircase that leads up to the top level here. What if I can actually connect this with the existing staircase? So we have the stairs leading up here, and then we would have another triple staircase going up right here. Is that enough space? I think since it's 5 wide all the way down, we should be consistent and have it be 5 wide, perhaps all the way up as well. Or maybe we can share this block right here from each side of the staircase. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about that. So if we want it to reach, it's going to go back and then have a landing and then go around. Basically, I need to find the halfway point between where this block is up where I want the second floor to be. So that'll be 8 blocks. So I'm going to go 4 up when I hit the landing. And then after the landing, we're going to go 4 blocks more, and that will make us hit this second floor. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to move my nether portal. I think if I go straight down, it shouldn't affect where I've built my little nether highway. Hopefully. Let's see if my nether portal aim is any good. Yes, okay, good. We have reconnected, and now the nether portal is out of the way of our base. Eventually, I would like to make a bit more of an impressive nether portal, but for now, that's what we have. All right, landing number 1 is complete, and now we are going to build the staircase up to the second level. So as the soon-to-be landlord for some new residents, I have a couple of priorities when it comes to making this living situation. Now, in the past, I, as well as I'm sure some of you, have been accused of, let's say, some unfortunate living situations for some of my villagers. But that's not the kind of guy that I am anymore. So I think that I'm going to try to make this look and feel a little bit more homey than some of my past projects, let's say. My other top priority, as I've said before, is safety. I need to make sure that I'm not going to lose off my supply of villagers, because it's very annoying to move them anywhere, much less all the way from another village or to heal up a zombie villager if needed. So I would much rather keep them as safe as possible up in this area. Now what they're going to need is, I believe, just some beds really, but I'm going to try to make some individual little bedrooms, make them feel nice, a little nicer than I've done in the past. And hopefully that'll keep my villagers happy so that they can produce some more villagers and keep my base nice and full of friends, even though I'm in this single player world. Okay, so we have this main floor made, but I think that this is going to be more of a common area for the villagers, and I need to find a way to block this off so that they can't get down the staircase. But I think what would be cool is maybe to have arms off of this main structure into the side of the base. It's going to be kind of like a ledge off. I don't know how far it's going to go. Let's say I want to have a capacity of 20 villagers. That means I need 10 villager houses off onto the side here. So I think it's going to kind of overlook the main base. There's going to be little mini houses, and I'm going to try to make it look as nice as possible so that my villagers have good morale and produce some good villager babies for me to use in my village down below and in my eventual merchant station that I'm planning on creating. So I'm going to put something together, and when I know what I am going to do, I'll show you what I've got. Okay, so we're just about finished up with our villager alcove over here. I'm gonna add some nice little finishing touches that I think will make things look just a little bit more nice. Some grass and flowers, make things feel natural, you know what I'm saying? So it's not quite finished. There's still some more houses to be put in, but the general idea here is that I just wanted something that felt nice and homey for our villagers to stay in, so that vibes are good, happiness levels are high. You know, there's individual rooms for the lonely traveler. There's triple rooms for those with friends. I've added multiple different lighting sources here. Try to add some hidden lighting with the lanterns under or redstone lamps underneath these bushes. And I added a second level because I didn't want to go out too far into the side of the cliff. And I knew that I wanted to have at least 10 beds on each side. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, soon to be 13, 14, 15, 16. And then I think 17, 18, 19, maybe 19 or 20 beds in total, so around enough space for 20 villagers on this wing. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some openings that are 1 block tall that will be the way for the baby villagers to be guided out of the village and into our regular base. But I've been thinking a lot about this, and I don't think I like this design very much at all. I think what I would like to do is just have this be a balcony of sorts. Like, there's no reason for me to need to get up here like this, and especially no reason for the villagers to be able to come down. It'd be kind of hard to block this off in a way that looks nice. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of cut off the majority of this, and this spot right here in the middle will just be the connection between the two sides of the village. So I think it'll look a little something more like this. I'm gonna need to find a way to fill this in without breaking up this wall texture. What I really like about these walls is that they become this smooth, thinner wall. Like, there isn't the texture of the wall within the wall made of the walls. So I would really like to keep this, and if I place a block here, then it kind of breaks up that texture. So I need to figure out what I want to use to put there. I had no idea what I was going to use for this. Turns out slabs work just fine to not attach to the wall, so that's good. But I think this is kind of what I'm going for. I'm going to end up expanding the village off on the other side as well. But for now, I may block it off just to double check and make sure that this is actually working in the way that I want it to once I finish up this village. But for now, I'm going to tear down the rest of this staircase real quick. And then I'm going to see about actually making the rest of the inside of the structure look good before we close this off. Now, the newest question on your mind may be, Thorman, however are you going to get up there? And I appreciate your concern, but I think that I'm just going to have a ladder with like an iron trap door that will allow me up. I just push a button, it lets me up, and then the villagers can't get down. All right, so we have our way up. We have most of our village set up. Now I think I just need to add some structure in here to make it look like this thing is supposed to exist in real life. I've said this before, but I'll say it again. My building eye is not quite there yet. I think that I'm improving. I think that things are getting better. Like, I think that this, if you look at it from the right angle and squint your eyes, maybe close them a little bit, this looks pretty good. Like, I think that's a cute little village. Honestly, from this angle, it looks kind of small, and I feel like I could expand it more into the side of the cliff. But I think that I like that design, that vibe. It's nice and warm and cozy, and then that is contrasting with the cold, dark, deep slate bricks that are going on over here. I added in some pillars here with some nice lighting to try to show some kind of structural integrity for this build, so it's not just floating. I think it looks okay. I don't know if I like how chunky the lights are, but we may improve this in the future. But for now, I think it looks pretty good. I tried my very best to make this kind of an archway. I don't know if there's any way to make this better, but I at least try to make it consistent from this bottom level into the level up above. But we have this nice little balcony up here, which I'll extend the fence or maybe swap this out for a wall eventually to over what will eventually be, I think, another small cliffside village. We've got the cliff village that we saw before with the nice cozy little homes, beautiful lighting, nice flowers and grass everywhere. This feels very, very natural and nice. It's dual layered, so eventually I'll finish up this edge of the village. But for now, it's just about ready for my new residents to move in. Just as soon as I finish those last houses up, we will be good to go. So I think that's what I'm going to do in the next episode. I've finished up really more than I thought I would for this build. So I think that I'm going to try to split this up into 2 episodes. We're going to do, primary building on this one, and then the next episode we'll finish up some of the building, and then we will continue with the actual villager transportation and maybe a little bit of redstone action to try to set up the beginnings of my trading hall. Now, last but certainly not least, I wanted to show off how I added another trapdoor up to the balcony up here, so you can make your way naturally up to this top balcony area, which is kind of closed off from the rest of the castle building, because I didn't really want to deal with more openings, add another level. Maybe in the future I could open this up and add another level inside this kind of castle structure, but I think for now I like having it closed off like this. I think I'm gonna need to try to figure out how to make this land just far enough away so that the iron golems don't fall off, so that I can have some sentries out here. But for now, I am pretty happy with how this has turned out. Like, look at that. That's pretty cool. You can see my base poking through the inside there. I am eventually, I know I've said this a bunch of times, but I'm going to build a bridge off to the side over to the farming area. But I love how this turned out. Like, look at that. That is so cool. Oh, I'm so amped. I love this so far. Now all there's left to do is finish up some final touches on the build and move in our villagers. But I think I will save that to the next episode. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. I had a great time finally adding to our mega base and starting what will eventually be something pretty awesome, I think. But this is just the beginning, so I hope you stick around and join me in these next episodes as I continue to build on a mega base, explore some of the things that I haven't had a chance to explore, and continue in my journey to re-explore this game. I hope you had a great time. I know that I did. If you like this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you really like this video, please make sure to subscribe. As always, once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next episode. Take care, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.